Hi guys, Nick at Talk and Review. So we're going to be reviewing the Umbrella Academy episode 2. Okay, so this one's very focused on number 5 and the events that happened during his time travel. So he initially told his brothers and sisters that when he was there, he wasn't alone, he was married for 30 odd years, and this turned out to be a mannequin. So it was a bit like his little Wilson, as to say. And while he was there, he found this prosthetic eye, and that's given him some form of indication as to he feels that this is going to be the cause of the end of the world. So when he's come back, one, where the eye's from, and two, who purchases the eye and what do they actually do with it. So he wants to try and obviously prevent the end of times. And what you have here is you have number 5 talking to Klaus, who is played by Robert Sheehan. So he plays like a sort of druggie. He wants to always try and sell things from his dad's mansion to try and feed his habit. He reins him in to come into this business place in terms of this prosthetic eye. And what you have here is a really good scene, which is probably a nod to Fight Club, of where Edward Norton is smashing and punching things into his face, and you've got that happening with Klaus to try and get this guy to give him information. So they're given some information, but it's not quite a lot. So the information they find is that the prosthetic eye has not even been made or purchased just yet, and so then that leads to further questions, and number 5 having to try and find out what's going on. You get more of a feel in this episode for Vanya. She's a bit of a loner, so she's never been in long relationships. She's always been that one that's been pushed aside, and I feel, with obviously not watching any of the other episodes yet, I feel she's going to have some crazy ability, or there's going to be an episode of where she just goes wild, because what I'm seeing at the minute is she's taking these tablets, and I think these tablets are stopping her superpower or her ability. So I think there's going to be one moment it's going to happen that she just reveals whatever she's got as a ability or a superpower. But yeah, at the moment she's this loner violinist, so she's a master violinist, and in this episode just get a guy coming to a property who wants to learn the violin, and she's very shy, she's very nervous around talking to people, and I think she finds it strange that people have a similar interest, or they have an interest in her. So Luther, number 1, he's sort of like a Sherlock Holmes. He's trying to find out what's happened to my dad. He's got a feeling that something's happened because this monocle that he always wears has vanished. And what we find is Diego has had this monocle and he chucked it in the river. So something's happened, but we don't know just yet what's quite happened. So we get a bit of information on the mother of the academy, and she is a cyborg, so she's not even a real person. She's been programmed to protect and look after her children as such. So I think there's going to be a bit more with her and what's happened, because she was one of the last people to see the father before he died. In this episode you're also introduced to Mary J. Blige, who is playing a assassin who's looking for number 5 with her partner. So again, nothing's been revealed too much as to why they're looking for him. I'm guessing they know his abilities or want to question him about the future. So yeah, they are on a ruthless mission to try and hunt him down. And this is where you take number 5 into this department store, of where he's finding this mannequin that he was married to for 30 odd years. And then Mary J. Blige turns up with a partner, starts gunning the place down. He's trying to save his mannequin to make sure that nothing's happening to it. So you've also got Diego, and he is being shown that he's sort of got a scanner. And he's like a vigilante, so when he's hearing things going off, he's going there to try and save the day. And he has this former friend who's a cop, potentially a former lover as well, and he's always turning up to the scene, and she's there telling him to trot on and go away and stop ruining the scene, but also at the same time, can he help, because he's obviously got them abilities. Okay, so the episode finishes off with Grace, the celebrity, the person that can manipulate people with lying. So she speaks to Pogo, and he's showing her all these old videos of the children on the surveillance, because her dad was very paranoid. And as she's looking at it, she finds an old tape, puts this old tape in, and she finds that her mum has come in, given the dad some tea, and it looks like from the video that she's poisoned him. So that's where the episode ends. What I really like about it is it's flicking back and forth between the adulthood to the childhood, and it's really showing why these children don't like their father and why they hated him so much. Also gives you glimpses into their abilities. There's number 6, still no explanation as to what's going off with him. So you've got Klaus, who can speak to the dead, and he can see number 6 and talk to him constantly. But yeah, there's nothing that's come out about that, so I'm hoping to probably see that progress in the next few episodes. So yeah, still really enjoying this series, so I'm not willing to switch off yet. It's got me invested, still with the characters. What I really like as well is the soundtrack, some really cool song choices for serious moments, and again, it reminds me of Watchmen. Hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be going over each episode up to episode 10, I think it is. I'm going to put it in a playlist below so you can check out the future reviews coming up. We've got lots of movie reviews on the way. Drop us a comment down below, what did you think of episode 2? Let's see what episode 3 is about.